Hi guys, it's Karen. Welcome to another exciting video. Now, I planned to make a video about concealer for the under eye area. And then I said, okay, I will prime my face, I will apply foundation, and then come and have a clean canvas to work on, and I'll show you what I mean about under eye concealer. But then I thought, why not show you my recent SPF foundation tip, what I do. And I have this guy. This is by Derma E. This is by Derma E, as you can see. This is called Sun Defense Mineral Oil Free Sunscreen. It has a SPF of 30. But this is so white. No matter how hard I will work to absorb it to my skin, it will not be absorbed, and it will remain, I will remain white, completely white. I'll show you what I mean. I'm not going to do it on my face, just on the back of my hand. Just sticking a tiny bit here on my finger, just a really tiny amount on the back of my hand. And no matter what I'll do, I'll be white. You can see that I am white. Well, I will do it on my face, but I don't want to be white on my face. But believe me, it is white. So what I've been doing lately is, well, I already applied my regular creams. I have the Clinique cream which has an SPF of 20. On top of it, I'm applying an SPF serum that has SPF of 45. So I'm already covered when it is concerning the SPF. But I really want to finish it, and I don't want to throw it away. Don't remember how much it costs, but I don't want to throw it away, and I do want it to be able to recycle the packaging. So, you know, I need to empty everything to the bin. I don't know, I don't like it. So, and I don't like wasting my money, and I do feel like I wasted my money when I bought this. Okay, I'm babbling. What is my tip? What do? I take just normal glass, or you can take something from metal, it doesn't really matter. And I just apply, it doesn't matter where, this amount. On top of it, I'm applying my foundation. This is my ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. This shade is a tiny bit too dark for me, so I'm taking one shade darker than my skin tone with this SPF, 2 pumps, and I'm just mixing it together. And because it's white, it's making the foundation be a bit more light shade, and I just apply it. Now I took too much, so I do apply it with my fingers, but I will use my sponge in a minute. Bummer, I forgot to charge my battery. Okay, now let's take the sponge and just sponge it away. Tap it. If I need, I can add more. Now let's take a tiny bit more to the forehead. So this is my small tip, and I thought maybe I'll share it with you. So I wasn't planning on doing a get ready with me. I was planning to do an under eye concealer for mature skin, which is unfortunately me. Let's take additional quantity and add here but you know, it's just basic foundation application. Of course you can apply it with a brush, you can apply it with your fingers, with your hands, whatever is comfortable for you. And I have a tiny bit more SPF now. Pluses here that I have a bit more SPF protection. I'm using a product that I don't really like, and my foundation matches my skin tone better. So 3 pluses in one tip. You can't beat that, in my opinion. Now let's go to the original purpose of this video, and that was concealer. I'm going to zoom you in so you can see the wrinkles under my eyes. This is going to be really exciting. So we're zooming in now. Well, we're zoomed in really close. I want you to see my under eye area. You can see that I have wrinkles under my eyes. I have wrinkles under my eyes. They're there. They're not going anywhere. But do I want to emphasize them or I want to blur them? Now, I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about under eye concealer for mature skin, how to hide those nasty little wrinkles. And I saw this trick on several YouTube channels, several YouTube videos, and I thought, let's try it myself. So I grabbed my best, no, this is how it looks like. My best concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm in 22N, and I took my Hourglass setting powder. This is called Translucent Setting Powder by Hourglass. This is a sample that I got. This is a really beautiful size of a sample. So let's do this. Now, you take your concealer and you don't apply it. So I'm going to do one eye, this method, other eye, my regular method, so we can compare. Okay, so I'll take this eye and do the concealer trick. So I'm just taking the wand and applying it on the back of my hand. Applying the material on the back of my hand, not applying it directly under the eye. And I'm taking small brush and applying the concealer under my eyes with the brush, not directly from the concealer itself. And I am taking my fingers and stretching the skin under my eye. So I'm just applying it like so. As you can see, the color is not a great match for me, but we are going to ignore this because this is not the reason that we are here, not the color of the concealer. So I'm just applying and stretching. The point is that the concealer will be everywhere, will set in the fine lines under the eyes, so I am stretching it. It doesn't really matter the shade, as I said, because it kind of blends in nicely, and I'm just taking it upwards. So this is the eye with concealer and the eye without concealer. We can see a difference. This one is definitely brighter. Let's take additional quantity and just do it again. The trick is to pull the skin under the eyes. And for the final touch, I am using my finger. Next up, so this is step number 1. Next up is to use a powder. So as I said, I'm using my Hourglass fancy schmancy. So I'm just taking some here, taking my sponge that I used to apply my foundation, and I'm just tapping it to my under eye area. Let's take a bit more. It's not gonna come out, I don't know why. And the leftovers, I'm just taking a small brush and taking out the leftovers of the powder. I don't want to have excess powder. I'm just taking the excess of the powder for my under eye area. This is it. This is the trick. You can definitely see differences, especially in lighting. This one is definitely darker because there's nothing under the eye here, and this one has the concealer and the powder. Okay, so that took a long time, definitely, and it looks nice. Let's take my magnifying mirror and look at my under eye area side by side. It looks okay. What do you think? But this is not the issue here. The issue here to do, you know, to sit in about an hour. Hour is enough for it to really settle in the fine lines and see if this trick is any good. Now on the other side, I'm going to do what I usually do. I usually don't use concealer under my eyes. I use the concealer to conceal if I have anything that I want to conceal, like blemishes or dark spots here. So I will use a concealer. So I'm just taking the other side of the sponge. I'm taking from my foundation that I used before and applying it under my eye. So same foundation I used before, I'm applying it under my eye. So I will not get the brightness that I have on this eye, unless maybe I didn't mix the SPF that well. And I guess that's what happens. Okay, no powder, no concealer, just foundation. Now let's look on both sides with my small mirror. And it's, well, I need to let this also sink in. Why sunk? Sink in a bit more. Well, we need to let both sides sit for about half an hour, and then we can see the differences. So far, this one definitely looks better than this one. From afar, this one definitely looks better than this one. This one looks puffy here and not concealed, that's for sure. But I can already see that there is a big difference in the fine lines under my eyes from both sides. But we're going to wait the hour and I will do the rest of my face, and we will meet here in about half an hour. I think that will be enough. Okay, bye for now. Okay, I'm back. A face full of makeup. It's been a bit more than an hour since I applied the concealer on this side. Let's remind both of us, This side I applied my Tarte Shape Tape and the Hourglass translucent setting powder. This eye I applied only my foundation. Okay, so let's see what is going on under my eyes. So I will zoom you in closer and we shall see together. Zoomed in closely and we can see my under eye area a lot better. So let's start with this side that had the concealer and setting powder, translucent setting powder by Hourglass and sharp tape. Sharp tape? Sharp tape? What? Tarte? Oh, Tarte Sharp Tape. Yeah. Okay. And I'm looking in my magnifying mirror. Well, I have a lot of glitter on me from the look that I just did with the Natasha Denona pastel palette. But if we just take the shimmers away from the equation, I'm looking at this side here and this side here, and I have to say that they do look pretty much the same. The only difference is that this one is a bit more, has a bit more light, because as I said, I use my Sharp Tape, Tarte Sharp Tape with 22N, which is a bit too light for me on this side, and this side I use the same shade as my foundation because I use the foundation. So what do you think? Which side looks better? Well, if you look at puffiness and brightness under the eye, then definitely this one rocks. And definitely both sides I have under eye wrinkles, but which one is better? Which one is better? Well, I have to say that I like this side a bit more, and I'm not talking about the shade because I could have used a lighter shade of foundation. Let's be honest, okay? So I could have, I didn't, but I could have. If I would have used a lighter shade of foundation on this side, then the effect that this brightening, this side with that is brightened, blah, 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 and the effect that you have on this eye, you will have on this eye as well. So let's just take this out of the equation. Okay, let's look just at the wrinkles. And if I'm looking just at the wrinkles, I have a lot. And I have to say, maybe the best thing is not to apply anything under the eyes, because it is better without anything on it, but it's not realistic. We usually do apply something on under our eyes. So the verdict, I don't know. Both of them don't look good, but this one is a bit better. They both look bad, okay? They both look bad because I have a lot of wrinkles under my eyes, but this one is slightly better. So it was worth my while to spend, I think, 2.5 minutes on this, because it does look better than this. Okay, so let's zoom out and summarize everything. Let's just show it to you really, really closely, and you can see here is definitely worse. This side is slightly better, definitely slightly better. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm zooming you out and we will chat. We're zoomed out. Okay, so you kind of understood. I do like this side better than this side. I mean, both are not satisfactory. Both have a lot of wrinkles and they are visible, and neither technique filled in the blanks and made my under eye area youthful and free of wrinkles. I think maybe just surgery can do that, or any kind of intervention. but you know, just makeup will not make everything be useful and wrinkles free. Okay, 1 2 3, and wrinkles free. That will not help, but I do like this eye better, so I guess that I did enjoy the technique of these two on this side. Both are mediums, by the way. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe before you leave and join my family here on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the notification bell before you leave. That way you will be notified whenever I'm uploading a new video. Let me know in the comment section down below, did you try this technique? Do you have another technique to offer me? Something that you tried and worked for you? Maybe to use a different concealer or different powder? So let me know. I love to hear from you. Let's chat in the comments. And with that said, yeah, I'm just looking at my eye look and mesmerized. I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.